my name is Erika Carlsen. I'm a queer Chicana from Utah and also Buddhist. So I came out to my mom when I was 18 years old. I had just finished up my first year at University of San Francisco, and I was absolutely terrified. I thought that she was going to stop helping me pay for college. I thought that she thought that, maybe that it was San Francisco that had made me gay and she was going to make me come home. And when I called her up, she was at work, and I said, "Mom, when you get home from work, there's something I want to talk to you about." She said, "Okay." So she came over to my grandmother's house, and we sat down, and I said, "Mom, I'm gay." And her face just fell. And she started crying, and I started crying. And she said, "I don't understand. Was there something that I did wrong?" And I was like, "No, it's nothing that you did wrong. This is about me and about who I am." And even though it was very difficult for her to understand in that moment, and she told me she loved me and that I would always be her daughter and that she would always be there for me. And it's been a long journey for us. That was almost, maybe almost 10 years ago. And now my mom is a strong supporter of marriage equality. She even had on her Facebook profile, "This person supports marriage equality." She is very open about who I am, and she said to me, "Erika, all I want is for you to be with someone who loves and respects you. That's all I want for you." So it's been a long journey. It took a lot of patience on both of our sides, but she stuck through it with me. And with my family too. So my abuelita, when my mom told her that I was gay, my abuelita was a little nervous about it, but all she said was, "I just want her to be happy." Funny enough, she said, "That's okay, but the only thing is she better not get any tattoos." So I love that it was okay that I was gay, but no tattoos. So that's in college and after college, I was very much on a public policy track. I thought I wanted to go into politics. And then I realized that it eventually became a story that I was just telling myself, and that it wasn't something that totally fit with who I was, and that I just didn't have a fire in me for it for a really long time. And so I was open to something else, and I heard about divinity school. And at first I was thinking, what is divinity school? Who goes to divinity school? But then as I started looking more into it, I realized that all these incredible people in my life had gone to divinity school. And then I started to continue to do my homework and realize that all the incredible social change makers have all had a strong sense of spirituality that supported the work that they did. And so realizing that I needed that foundation of feeling connected to something greater than myself to support whatever work I did in the world, I decided to pursue divinity school at Harvard. And so I'm in my second year at Harvard Divinity School, studying connections between Buddhism and leadership, and recognizing, what are the different tools that we can use to be happier, more compassionate, and ultimately better at what we do. So I absolutely love it, and I feel like there's so many connections between. So Arriba Latinas is a mentorship organization for Latinas who are interested in going to college, but might not have the resources or the tools, or even somebody who looks like them who has gone to college. So it really was something that it came out of my experience and the experience of some of my friends, realizing that when we are going through the college application process, there weren't very many people in our families who had gone to college, and we didn't know anybody who looked like us who had gone to college in Utah. And so started Arriba Latinas really recognizing that unless you have somebody who looks like you, who you can have those conversations with, it's very hard because it feels like this process that is much bigger than you. And so the goal of Arriba Latinas is to really support Latinas in Utah to broaden their horizons, to know that they have more options than what they might see immediately available to them. I would say to a young Latina who feels like she's really beginning to come out and come into the fullness of who she is, that you're not alone, and that there's a whole lineage and a whole community of mujeres who want to support you and who believe in you and who accept you just the way that you are. And so to really come in and step into that and know that you'll be supported by a community, and that also, there's familia. There are people in your family who want to love you and support you, and it might be hard, and it probably will be very hard. but to know that you can do it and to know that there's another side. And on the other side, there's familia, whether it's your family of origin or your chosen familia, so that you're not alone.